Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. In this tutorial I am going to teach you how to make admin commands and add sounds to your RNG game. In the next episode I'm probably going to do the collection service, or sorry, collection index, and the settings, and the video after that will be about all the bugs. So I'm going to fix bugs with the auto roll, quick roll, the luck bug, etc. So keep hanging on, and let's jump straight into this video. So before we start, don't forget to join the Discord, subscribe, and like this video. Else, let's jump straight into it. So first of all, we can add a sound, because sound will take about 30 seconds to add. If we just find a sound, I do not have a sound. If you have, then good for you. I'm just going to search for something like roll sound maybe, and just try to find a sound. Probably there is no good sound here. I'm just going to search for sound effect, something simple. You will probably not find it. Okay. So click sound. So the best is to make your own sound. It shall be around 1 second in order for this to be good. You can also make it 0 second like these. Okay. This is some disgusting. Okay, I'm just going to use this for testing purposes so you can hear. So it sounds like this. So not a good rolling sound, but just for you to see how to do this. So in order to do this, we are going to go into starter UI, roll, and add it into the rolling client. Say set audio. Then we're going to go inside of the animation module here, and here we are going to say, let me see, script.audio, okay, never mind, script.parent.audio, play. So that is everything we have to do. You can rename this to sound effect or rolling effect or whatever you want. Just make sure it's script.parent.audio, or you can make this a variable, call it local audio equals script.parent.audio, sound effect, sorry, and then just audio play. Here we go. So if I go ahead and start now, whenever I roll, the sound shall play, and like you can hear, since my sound effect is longer than 1 second, it will sound like this, but if you make it shorter, it won't sound like that. But you get the point. So try to find the sound that you have around 1 second, add it here, and then call it here. So it's that simple. Now we are going to start on the admin commands. This is the fun part of the video, okay, trust me. So first of all, we are going to add a script inside of service script service. Rename it to admin commands. I have already done that for some reason, but I can do it for you again. Script. Rename this script to admin commands. Inside of the admin commands, add a module script called it commands, and we are going to return commands, and we're going to rename it to commands, sorry. Then we can create our command. So inside of here we can say, first of all, we are going to get some variables. We are going to get the replicate storage, get service replicate storage, and we are also going to get the function we have inside of the main script, this function, Those two, we're going to get them, paste it inside of here. Then we're going to make a variable, call this aura status, which will be equal to false. So we will check if this is for the text command or the text in the chat. I'm going to explain it later on. Then we can say commands dot, this is the name of your command. So for example, if you want to say /give aura or /give chance, depending on what you want the command to be. Okay. Nah. So depending on what name you want the command to be, paste it here. So my command is going to be called give aura, like this, and the give aura will be a function where we're going to pass through the player and the aura. If we have the player and the aura, because if we are not checking if the player and the aura, then someone, for example, type nothing in the chat, or they just type one letter, then this is going to throw an error. So then we're going to loop through our own chance, player.inventory.own chances, get children do if v name equals aura. Then, so why we're doing this is because if someone type a aura that doesn't exist, then this shall not run. So then we can call our this function. So we're going to type in the chat repeat storage .remotes.global, what did we call it? Oh sorry, remotes, we called it server message. Fire client, because we only want to fire it to the player who sent the message and not all the players. Display server message, we're going to pass through our color3.from RGB, and inside of here I'm going to add a green color. You can add whatever you want. Then we're going to say admin comma aura. Oh sorry, I messed up. So what we want to type in the chat is okay, I'm going to get stroke. Admin, no, we are not. We're first of all going to call the color. I'm so sorry. This will be a green color. After that, we will add a comma, and then we want to say admin. Then after that, we want to say gay was given this aura. So player.name. So the player that gets the aura, the player's name was given the, and then v.name. So just like this, like I have in here, was given the aura. There we go. So for example, my name was given the legendary aura. That will be typed out in the chat. And we also need to add another parenthesis. There we go. And we can set the aura status to true, and we're going to go down by 3 ends, and if the status is not true, so if it is false, then we are going to call the same thing we did up here, but we're going to say instead we are going to say aura is not a valid aura. There we go, and we're going to make this red. So then we're going to go down by 1 end and say aura status equals to false, so we're going to reset it. So If I go ahead and run this now, nothing will work because we haven't typed out anything inside of the admin commands. So local commands equals require, because our commands module is a module script. Then we are going to say local prefix is equal to a slash. You can have this to whatever you want. I'm going to make it a slash, but you can make it hashtag or whatever you want. We can make it hashtag just for the sake of the video. So then we're going to say game.players, the player added connect function. We're going to pass to the player. So when the player joins, we're going to listen for whenever the player is typing something in the chat. So player.chatted connect function, and whenever we get the chatted, we are always getting the message like you can see here. So message, we're going to pass through the message. If local split equals message split, so we're going to split the message so we can get all the arguments. Local fired command equals split. We're going to get the we're going to index it with the first. We're going to split the prefix as well, and if we can find our fired command inside of the commands module, index it with number 2, then we are going to get the arguments. We're going to make the arguments a variable. We're going to remove the first in the argument, and then we are going to fire our function. So commands fire command index it with number 2, then we're going to fire the command inside of here with the arg2. There we go. So if I go ahead and start now, hopefully this will work. So I do not have the divine, for example. So if I type hashtag give aura and I say my name, now this is my full name. I can just type it like this. I can also type out my full name. Divine, nothing happens. If I say your aura divine, nothing happens because we do have an error. So yeah, I can see why. My bad. So inside of the commands, we are going to first of all pass through the color, not the message. Then we're going to pass through the system prefix, and then we're going to pass through the message, which also means that we're going to get the prefix here, we're going to get the system prefix here, and we're going to get the message here. That shall work, I guess. So if I go ahead and try once more, give aura divine, right? Unable to cast value to object. Okay. So for example, if v.name equals aura, then for client display message color 3, we're getting the admin there. Okay, why is it like that? Okay, so I found the solution. My fault. Instead of firing clients, we're going to fire all clients, both here and here. So fire all clients on both of these, and if I go ahead and start now, it shall work. So if I say hashtag give aura my name and then divine, it will say my name was given the divine aura. If I say hashtag give aura my name and I type out a invalid, it will say it's not a valid aura. It is not a space in between there, so we will add that. There we go. Great, but we are still not getting the aura. So we're going to make sure that we get the aura. So in order to get the aura, we need to get this function we have here. And instead of just copying this and editing it inside of here, which will look messy, we are going to make a module which we can call this main module. And inside of the main module, we are going to say module.update auras. We are going to pass through the player and also the aura, I think. Oh, sorry. Player.update auras equals function player comma aura, right? Player comma aura, yes. And inside of here, we are going to copy this. So Control X, paste it inside of here. Instead of label, call this aura and remove name. Great. So if I go ahead now and we will get the sorry, I'm getting a stroke. We need to require the main module. So local main module equals require replicate storage of modules main module. And down here, where is it? There. We are going to say main module dot update auras. We are going to pass through the player and the label. Great. And if I'm not mistaken, we will probably get an error, but we can look for that later. So copy this line, paste this line inside of the commands folder as well. And here we're going to say main module.update auras. We're going to pass through the player and the aura. If I go ahead and run now, we shall be able to get this. So we are not having the divine, so we can say hashtag give aura my name divine, and you can see how the value gets checked. If I say hashtag give aura my name and divine plus again, okay, hold on. I'm getting a complete stroke. So hashtag give aura my name and divine, and I look inside of the duplicates folder, we do get a duplicate. If I say hashtag give aura my name and misspell divine, divine is not a valid aura. That's exactly what we want. So perfect. Before we do the last thing, I want to check that if I roll and accept, do we get the common? If I roll common, we will get duplicate, right? No, we won't, because we are passing through inside of the roll. Control F update server inventory. Here we're passing through the label, which is v, which shall be v.name instead. So look for every update server inventory and add v.name instead. Here we go, v.name, v.name, just like this. Press up here, enter. Okay, so we have changed that. So if I go ahead and press play now, it shall be applied. So if I open up my inventory, I open up the duplicates and I press accept, we get duplicates. So now it perfectly works. We can also remove aura, because why not? So inside of here, to add another, just say module dot remove aura, which is equal to function player comma aura. We will get this function from our unequipped, nope, from our update removed item here. So we can basically just get this. We can paste this inside of here. V shall be aura and remove a name, which we already passed through that. And aura.value, aura.value. There we go. So now I can call this inside of main module dot remove aura. Here we go. And I can also call it inside of the commands here. But we first of all need to make it, so commands dot remove aura equals function. We're going to pass through the player and aura. Inside of here we're going to say if player and aura, then for icon V in pairs we can basically just copy this, can paste it here. We can say remove aura instead. Great. Player.name successfully removed the aura, so it shall work. There we go. So if I go ahead now and test it out once more, it shall work, hopefully. So if I go inside of the players, I go inside of the inventory, we go inside of the on chances here, and we say hashtag remove aura by name divine. So this value shall, or we have duplicates, right? Yeah, it shall remove the duplicate. It doesn't. If I do it like this, hashtag give aura my name epic, and then I remove aura epic, it doesn't work because I spelled it incorrect. Still doesn't work though. Okay, so we're going to debug this. I will be right back. Okay, so found a solution, my fault. So if I revert the changes to like it was, so it was something like this. There we go, like this. Now we first of all need to loop through player.inventory. Okay, inventory.on chances get children do, and instead of v we can call this chance and paste this inside of here. Fix this, there we go. If aura or if chance dot name equals aura, then we're going to get this inside of here. We are going to fix this. If aura dot value is equal, or if chance dot value, so instead of aura say chance, so it shall look like this. So what we've done here is that we are looking for the chance dot name. If it is equal to the aura, then we're going to check if the chance is true, because if it is, then we're going to remove a duplicate of it. But if it isn't, we're going to just set the chance of value to false. So if I go ahead and play now, and I open up my folder, and I go inside of the duplicates, we do have common, so remove aura my name common. There we go. And I'm going to remove one more. There we go. And if I go ahead and remove common now, the value gets removed. And if I type a invalid aura, nothing happens. So inside of this we are going to Yeah, of course, because we haven't called it. So if aura status is equal to false, then we're going to call this. Boom. Then we're going to say aura status equal to false. There we go. So if I go ahead and play, it shall work. So hashtag remove aura, my name. Here we go. Now everything works perfectly fine. We have admin commands. We have audio on our rollings. So that's perfect. In the next video, like I told you, I am going to add a collection index, and I'm also going to add a settings UI. So stay tuned for that. And take care. Goodbye.